OpenAI just released o3 Pro, which is supposed to be their biggest and best model thus far. They say that OpenAI Pro is rolling out now to all Pro users in ChatGPT and in the API, which is basically their $200 a month tier. I'm not sure what's up with Google and OpenAI charging $200 to paywall like their best stuff, but if it's worth it, I totally understand. But OpenAI o3 Pro says in expert evaluations, reviewers constantly prefer OpenAI o3 Pro over o3, highlighted in improved performance in key domains including science, education, programming, data analysis, and writing. The reviewers also rated o3 Pro consistently higher for clarity, comprehensiveness, instruction following, and accuracy. As we see in this graph here, has this graph that says OpenAI o3 Pro comparative evaluations with human testers, and it says for all queries 64%, scientific analysis 64%, and then personal writing 66%, in computer programming 62.7%. This is data analysis is 64.7%. This is the win rate versus the normal o3 model. So that means for the queries, when it's 64%, it means that it's winning out over the regular o3 64% of the time, so over 50% of the time. o3 in every category, o3 Pro is beating out just the regular o3, which is to be expected, right? I think it would be concerning if it wasn't. But also they have their benchmarks that all the freaking AIs love to tout, but it says OpenAI o1 Pro and OpenAI o3 Pro excels in math, science, and coding as shown in the academic evaluations. And you see here has the OpenAI o3 Pro passes evaluation benchmarks, and you see has a competitive math was the AIME 2024, and it's 93% for o3 Pro, where o3 the normal one medium is 90%. And we see for PhD science questions, they also have the QPQA Diamond, with o3 Pro having the top score 84% and o3 having the 81%. As far as competitive code, they have the ELO score of 2,748, which is over 100 points more than the o3 models, which has the 2,617 ELO score. It doesn't just stop at that. It says they also access the key strengths of OpenAI o3 Pro. They said they have once again used rigorous 4x4 reliability evaluations where a model is considered successful only if it's correctly answered a question in all 4 attempts, not just one. So if you ask the same question 4 different times to this AI model and it answered it correctly all 4 times. So sometimes a model can answer a question once, but does it do it twice? How reliable is this model when it comes to answering these questions? And it seems like it's pretty reliable. It does 90% in the math, 76% in the PhD science questions, and 2,301 when it comes to the competitive code, which is a little bit down from the previous scores, but if it's reliably answering at this rate, it's pretty good. So instead of that one-shot rating, these are, I feel like, more reflective of what was going on. Also, going back to the other graph, it is notable to say that they were going up, o3 Pro was going up against the regular o3 and o1 Pro, and we saw that o3 seems like in every category is better than o1 Pro, and o3 Pro is better than regular o3. But also what's good about o3 Pro is that o3 Pro has access to tools to make ChatGPT useful. It can search the web, analyze files, reason about visual inputs, use Python, personalize responses using memory, and a little bit more. And they say that it's now available to the Pro user, but Pro and Team users are starting today, replacing the o1 Pro model, which makes sense because o3 seems like it's already out competing o1 Pro. So o3 Pro is definitely the successor that I'm not sure if everybody's been waiting for, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been. o3 Pro is really strong and really powerful, but there are some limitations. They said at the moment, temporary chats are disabled for o3 Pro as they resolve different technical issues. They say image generation is not supported in o3 Pro, so you can use the ChatGPT 4o image generation, or OpenAI o3, or OpenAI o4 mini to generate images. Also, Canvas is not currently supported in o3 Pro, but people have been trying it out, and of course there's mixed reviews. With o3 Pro, it's a little bit slower of a model. It's not as fast as their light models or a Gemini 2.5 Flash. It's a behemoth, you know what I'm saying, so it takes a long time to spit out answers, but it seems like it's worth it. One of the things that people have done with this is, of course, doing the bouncing ball example where they put it inside some type of polygon or hexagon to try to see how it goes, and it looks pretty good to me. They also did another one where they did a video game, like a bouncing ball game against Claude 4 Sonnet, and O3 Pro game was playable, where Claude 4 Sonnet looked pretty, but it wasn't actually a playable game versus O3 Pro. And also, there's a clip here that says O3 Pro one-shotted the 10-disc Tower of Hanoi.
So this is O3 Pro. So this prompt is just copied word for word from the Illusion of Thinking from that Apple paper. The only thing I changed is this part right here. You were supposed to put the initial state, in this case, 10 disks. Below is the move list, 1023 moves, and I double checked to make sure it included 1023. I'll share this chat, make it public, so double check it. Let me know if there's any problems, or did this thing indeed one-shot the Tower Hanoi 10-disk problem?
A problem even Apple, the Illusion of Thinking paper, called out by saying deep thinking is not real, and so they call this problem out as maybe a potential way to show that deep thinking is not real. And I may be covering that. If you want to hear my opinion on the whole Apple scandal where they're calling out AI models of not being really what they say they are. But either way, this is really good as far as an advancement, and I'm glad to see that they keep iterating and letting models out day by day. And I like that Claude, Google, OpenAI, and even DeepSeek, Llama to a certain extent, are still competing against each other to try to make better and better AI models, image models, and video models. But tell me what you think down below. Do you think that this is a huge step forward for OpenAI, or is this just part of the AI cycle where Gemini is in second to OpenAI, but that's only for a little bit until Claude comes out with something, or Gemini comes out with something, or Google comes out with something? Either way, if you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest AI news, you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dexter out.